Very good morning, good day. This is Dr. Balaji, Principal of CJR RJS FG College, Marathalli, Bangalore. Our college is around 17 years old. We are having PCMB, CEBA, HEBA, MEBA, as well as we are running the degree course BCom. We are getting very good results, and all our students are well disciplined. We have got both boys and girls in our college. I am also a soft skill trainer. I have done more than 300 to 400 training programs in different schools, colleges, companies, not only in Bangalore, but also outside Bangalore in different parts of Karnataka. And I have also done some of the training programs in Hindi in different parts of India. I am very passionate to conduct training. I have devised a lot of modules on personality development, which is going to help the students. Today, I am going to take you through the second BCom fourth semester personality development syllabus. In that, the very first chapter is on self-awareness. Okay, and this is there for the Bangalore North University as well as Bangalore University. And this module is very helpful for any youth, anybody who is a college student. They have to watch this video. If they watch this video, they are going to get a lot of information about themselves, and it is going to help a particular person's personality. Okay, so all the students who are watching this, don't simply watch this from the examination point of view, but try to watch this so that you will know more about yourself, what to do, what not to do. And this video is somewhere going to be helpful not only in your student career, but also in your work or profession or job career. Okay, so job we tell is different and career is different. So there are so many such terms which you have to know what is the difference. Okay, so I am going to take you through next 45 minutes to 55 minutes on the topic self-awareness. Please listen. If you are not able to understand, please listen once again. If you like it, please share it with your friends. I want more and more students to listen to this video, understand this video, and make use of this video in their life. Okay, I'm going to take the help of the PowerPoint presentation which I have made to make you understand more clearly the concepts which I am going to handle today. Okay. Okay, this is a personality development and lot of other modules also I will be uploading on YouTube and the Gnananidhi portal of the Karnataka universities, which is very nice. I have seen other lecturers and faculty handling a lot of modules. So that inspired me to send one video of mine so that it is going to help the student fraternity. So self-awareness, and I told you that I am a principal of a CJR RJS college. You can come to our college, see our college, and if you find that our college is good and you have to join, you can always join. And you can also tell others to also join. So first let us know something about a personality. What are the factors that influence a personality? So you are different from your friend. Your elder brother is different from you. Why are this like this? Because there are a lot of other things which is going to decide the personality of a particular person. Heredity characters. Lot of things what your father is, mother is, grandfather is, uncle is, these things comes through genes. Okay, so this is a heredity aspects which is going to influence a particular person's personality. Some people who are very bold, their son or daughter will also be very bold. Some people who are weak in a particular aspect, maybe their son or daughter will also be weak in that particular aspect. A soldier's son will have that boldness, that courage, because some things would have come through the heredity, through the genes of their elders, parents, and all this. In the same way, the body structure of a particular person, tall man's son or daughter will also be tall. A particular person who is having more weight, his son or daughter will also have more weight. So, like this, the body structure will also get repeated. It will get influenced. Your father through heredity, mother through heredity, their eating habits based on that, their body structure. Then, economical conditions. If somebody is rich, the way his personality will be different. If somebody is poor, his personality will be different. How he looks at people will be different. How he spends money will be different, because their economical condition would have made them something like that. A rich man's son will go on spending money. A poor man's son will think twice before he spends money. So somewhere economical condition. Then your food habits. So people, how they eat. If they are eating South Indian food, their personality will be different. If they are eating North Indian food, their personality will be different. If they are eating pizzas and burgers, their personality will be different. Okay, all depends on if you eat too much of rice or you eat mosarana, that is curd rice, no, you'll feel lazy. If you eat rice itself, people will tell it will lazy. Okay, so you have to eat something in a particular quantity so that you remain active. People who drink coffee, they'll be very, very active. So this all comes under food habits. So whether they are using something to be energetic, enthusiastic, active, alert. So it all depends on the food habits. Then how they learn. Okay, are they people who learn from listening, or they see and learn, or they do and learn? So doing and learning is more effective. That is what they tell. So like that, each person's personality, depending on how he is learning, his food habits, his economic condition, his psychological needs, affection, love, sympathy. So if all this is there, his personality will be once again. Then which culture he is, which religion he is. Okay, how good is their culture? Traditions, giving respect to parents, giving respect to elders, falling their feet and taking their ashirwadas. Okay, so all this somewhere is going to decide a personality of a person. Even their family background or family environment. If everybody in a family keep on going to temples, so he also will feel like going to temples. If nobody in their family are going to temples, he may also not feel like going to a temple. So, like this, media, one small thing, they will make it big. One big thing, they will forget to tell. What is important from the audience point of view, those things they will reflect. What is not important from the audience point of view, those things they don't project. So, like this, your educational background, your food habits, your emotional stuff, all these things is going to decide a person's personality. It is going to influence them. What type of people are around you, you will become like this. Okay, if you are there with stingy people who don't spend money, you will also become a stingy person. If you are a person who spends lot of money, your attitude will also become like that. Your personality will totally change in that particular. So this is something about a personality. Lot of such things you will have to know so that you can handle things successfully as a student and as a future employee of a big company like Wipro or Infosys or SAP or any such particular company. All these things are very, very important, especially when you go to work. As a student, you may not need so much, but still, if you are prepared, it is going to help you as a very good employee, outstanding employee. Now let us know the definition of what is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the capacity for introspection and the ability to recognize oneself as an individual separate from the environment and other individuals, whether others are there, how the environment is. Leave that, how a particular person is as it is. Can he think? What are the abilities that he has? Based on that, we can tell. That is called as self-awareness. If we know what our capacity is, what is our ability, can we introspect? That is always what we have to do. So self-awareness is the capacity of introspection and the ability to recognize oneself. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಶೇಷ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗುರುತಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ is a conscious knowledge of one's own character. What type of character is yours? How you exhibit your feelings. Knowing all that is called as self-awareness. See, before we are going to know about others now, we should know about ourselves. If we know about ourselves in a proper manner, then surely we can understand others very well. Okay. There are two definitions of two great psychologists or experts. Self-awareness is a psychological state in which people are aware of their traits, feelings, and behavior. They know about their behavior. They will try to understand about their behavior. They will know about how they express their feelings. They will know what are the traits or the qualities of themselves. That is called self-awareness. It can be defined as a realization of oneself as an individual entity. If you consider yourself like a mobile, you are going to see what are the features which are there in a mobile, what and all we can do, what and all we cannot do. You are going to check a mobile? No. If you take a new one, in the same way, first you have to do that on yourself. Who are you? What are the things that you can do? What is your capability? What you can express? What you cannot express? That is called as self-awareness. We are going to realize ourselves, what we can do, what we cannot. Okay. This is by Crisp and Turner in the year 2010. He is given this definition, and it is not very old. Okay. Self-awareness is a psychological state in which one takes oneself as an object of attention. You are going to take this pen as an object and study. Okay. In the same way, you are going to consider yourself as an object and you are going to study about yourself. This is self. So you have to do something like this. The earlier you know what you can do, what you cannot do, it will be easier for you to face the world and take any particular decisions. Next, what are the key areas of self-awareness? Okay, key areas of self-awareness. Under what headings that you have to study about yourself? First one, personality traits. As I told you, trait means nothing but a quality or a characteristic of a particular person. Now you have to see whether you are a flexible person or a rigid person. Do you have sense of humor, or you are very serious person? Or do you have patience? Do you have curiosity? Are you able to adapt to situation? Are you open-minded person? So like this, there are so many aspects, qualities that one has to know about themselves. Then the next one is personal values. What are the personal values that you are going to give? Do you have integrity? Do you have something called as honesty? Okay. Do you have humility? So do you have humor? So these are all some of the values. Respect to elders, respect to women. So this is all something very, very important that you should know whether you give value for this or not. Some people don't give value for some things. They have got a reason behind that. But what are all the things that you give value for? You have to. Next, our habits. Okay. Habits may be good or bad. Good habits more, bad habits less, always good. What are the good habits that you have got? Going to doing prayer every day as soon as you take bath, taking bath early in the morning. Okay. Then respecting people, okay, then talking something nice about mother, okay, going in time to any particular place that you are supposed to go. So all these things are habits. Combing your hair properly, keeping yourself very neat and clean, this is also a habit. Okay, so like this you should know, so therefore you will know what type of person you are, okay, what you are doing, what you are not doing, what you should be doing which is good. So you have to know. Then our psychological needs, psychology plays a very very important role. Okay, if you have seen some death yesterday, your mind will be upset. If you have got a result and if you have got first rank, again your psychological mind will be very good. You can do anything. You feel as soon as you see one very nice movie, okay, the way you will drive your vehicle itself will be different. Why? You have would have imagined yourself as a hero while coming out of the theater. You will try to do something like him itself. Okay, so psychological effect. Therefore lot of things a film hero or heroine can influence will do. Okay, his hairstyle you will copy. Then he if anybody puts a tattoo, you will also put a tattoo. Now what is all this? Okay, there is a lot of things that we are going to learn from the immediate surrounding, immediate environment. Okay, so it has got its own influence. This is called psychological affection, love, care. All these things are called psychological needs. This also is going to decide our personality, and we have to know what type of psychological needs we have got. Okay, so if we are aware of that, it is always going to be fine. Finally, we have got something about emotions. What type of emotions do you have? As soon as you see some sad scene on the TV or in a movie, do you feel like crying, or you are very bold? Okay, are you able to face things in a very clear manner? Are you a person who will get frightened very quickly? So this is our emotions. How you express your emotions, that is to be known by each and every person. So these are some 5 important aspects or keys to know about us. So try to check what and all I told now, what you are really good at, where you have to improve, then surely you will become a better person. Your personality will change. Your personality will change in such a way that more people will appreciate your personality. This is what is needed in social life. This is what is needed in public. Next, what are the practical tools of self-awareness? You will have to know. Tools. First, stop reacting to emotional reactions. They tell if you are happy, you have to control your happiness. If you are sad, you have to control your sadness. Harsha bandaga tumba higgabaradu, dukkha bandaga tumba kuggabaradu. They'll tell no. That we have to see. That is called emotional intelligence. That is called controlling your emotion. Because if you are become too much emotional, lot of things will get changed. So if you are able to control your emotions, you can lead a better life. There won't be any big problems for you. If you become too emotional, you may go and have to admit in hospital. If you are able to control your happiness, if you are able to control your sadness, then you may not have to go and admit in a hospital or take any treatment from a doctor. That is very, very important. Change your core beliefs. You might have got a lot of belief God is not there. Okay, hard work will not give good results. Okay, only luck will play a very important point. So some of the things are not true. Some of the things is not reality. You have to have a strong point what to believe, why not to believe, why to believe. So believe something which is correct, true. If you believe something which is wrong, you'll have to change, because that is going to decide your personality. That is going to decide your future. Wrong beliefs, then a wrong destination. You will not get the destination at all. Then quit criticizing. Don't criticize others. Don't condemn others. Don't make others feel low. You have to always motivate them. You have to always make them feel comfortable. Then only they will like you. Okay, criticizing is a very, very bad habit. Take permission from them, and then you can tell. This is one thing probably which you will have to change in your life. Then you will become a better person. Take the permission to give feedback, because feedback many people may not like. And if feedback is good, they'll feel very happy. But if the feedback is not positive and if it is negative, they may not be ready to take it. Okay, so take the permission, then give feedback. Let your feedback be mild, not very strong. Take the permission. If you want frank opinion, I will tell you, then tell them. So this is something very important that you have to know, not to criticize. Next, adopt good communication skills. See, communication is very, very important. A person who is a good communicator probably will have less problem. If a person is not able to communicate properly, he may get into more problems, or he may not be able to come out of the problems easily. So good communication is very, very important for any student, any employee, anywhere in the world. Maintain respect in relations. What you expect from others, no, you should also do the same thing to them. Give respect and take respect. Nowhere it is written take respect, then give respect. You will not get it. You have to first give respect to others, I say, then others will surely give respect to you. Adopt this method. There is a lot of truth in such particular statements. Okay, so always give respect to the relations. Next, create love and happiness. Okay, we do not know what is going to happen in the world. Okay, so as long as we are in the world, we should have a very good love and relationship with the people around you. If you are able to do this, you are going to get a good name, and everybody will appreciate you. They will tell he is a good person. Hey, he's got a very good, pleasing personality, I say. So that is what they tell. That is what you have to be doing. Let's go further. Okay, there is something called as person who has got high self-awareness, people, person who's got low self-awareness. What he does, you will know very, very clear. Active and curious. A person who has got high self-awareness, he'll be very active and curious. He makes friends easily. He talks and laughs. He's got a good sense of humor and is a good sport. He asks questions. He defines problems. He'll be willing to take risk. He takes modest pride in contributions. If he's doing any contribution, no, he will tell, yes, I only did, sir. Is it nice, sir? Thank you, sir. Okay, so that is how a person who's got high self-awareness will be. Then he works, plays with others, because he is aware of himself, his capabilities, his strengths, his weakness. He knows very well. Usually happy, and he looks very confident. So this is how a person who is high self-awareness will be. A person who has got less self-awareness, let me see how he'll be. He'll be mildly passive. He won't move, he won't talk. Okay, and he always is not very cheerful with others. Avoids new experiences. Okay, anything new, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಆಗಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಕಣಪ್ಪ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದು ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ. So a person who is able to take a little risk, no, he will always become great. Okay, and he'll be very shy, very bashful, very quiet. He'll be very serious, always hypersensitive, and hesitates to laugh. If he laughs, what will happen? He's frightened. Okay, then hesitates to ask any question, always grumbles, avoids to get into problems. Any problem may come off, no, therefore he will avoid. He will not do anything new. Something which is already known, only those things he will do. So because they don't know more about themselves. Okay, then he is unsure. He easily backs off. So that is how people. Then they are aggressive, hesitate to share his opinions. They will not tell about their opinions. They'll always be very aggressive. Then very competitive, overly competitive. Little competitive, okay, overly competitive, undermines others. They think that others are useless. Then they will be gloomy, they will be fearful, and they always complain. Sir, idu sari illa, adu sari illa. This is not correct, sir. This is not working, sir. Internet problem, sir. Sir, no proper light, sir. Sir, network problem. All this is you. Where there is a will, there is a way. You have to make the ways that to achieve something big. If you are not able to do something like that, then it will be a very big problem for you. Okay. Next, types of self-awareness. Which are the two types? One is public self-awareness and private self-awareness. Now, when you are in public, you have to project yourself 100% properly. In private, if you are a little different, okay. But when you are there in front of your students, when you are there in front of your colleagues, when you are there in front of your principal, when you are there in front of the other people who are working in other offices, companies, other schools, other colleges, how is your personality? What you do, how you speak, how is your behavior, how is your communication? So this is very, very important. Here, even if 1 or 2% varies, then they will tell, hey, this person is like that man. Hey, this person is like this. Okay, so you have to be very clear as to how you have to project yourself when you are in public. Second one, private self-awareness. Even in your house, you have to be as good as possible. Otherwise, they will tell, hey, he is always afraid. Hey, he always is lazy. Hey, always he gets up late. No. Whenever what work is there, you should be able to come forward, do it. Then only even in your first circle, you will have a good name. So if something is lacking in you in private self-awareness, okay, your close people may safeguard you. They may not leak that information to the public, but same thing cannot happen in public. If they come to know about your weakness, they will highlight that weakness and brand you in that, which is not good for you. Okay, it will take a long time for you to clear that particular bad name that you are got. And sometimes you may not get a chance at all to clear your bad name. Okay, so please know this properly and try to uh, become a better person in the public, especially. Next, what are the different components of self-awareness? So something about self we have to know, and we have to manage our self-management. In social means with others, we have to know our social awareness and how to have very good relationship with others. You will have to know. The first area is about recognition. The second area is how to regulate yourself. Regulator ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ದು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದೊಡ್ಡವರಿದ್ದಾಗ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವೇ ದೊಡ್ಡವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. So like that, you should know very clearly who you are, what you are supposed to do, when you have to speak less, when you can speak a little more. This is very, very important. So let us see one by one few points. Emotional self-awareness. Emotionally, how are you? Are you a person who can control anger? Are you a person who can control your what do you call happiness? Are you a person who can control your sadness? You have to know. Then you have to accurately self-assess you. Okay, like a sportsman, you should know how far you can jump, how high you can jump, how many kilometers you can run. Okay, I can run 2000 kilometers, 1000 kilometers, not 1000 kilometers, 1000 meters. So like this, you have to accurately know about yourself. And you are you a confident person? Can you speak in front of the principal? Can you speak in front of a minister? Can you express your feelings properly with a lady in front of you? Okay, so all these needs confidence. Okay, so these are something very, very important. Then, can you self control? Can you have self control on yourself? There transparency in whatever you do? Yes, there has to be transparency. Transparency means something like a glacier. Whatever you do, everybody should know in public. Okay, if you're working in a company, when you came, when you went, what you did yesterday, what you did today, was there loss yesterday, was there profit yesterday, all these things, if everybody knows, then it is called transparency. Otherwise, if you are hiding all the information, that is not good for you. Okay, so you have to know what type of person you are you able to express all these things, be transparent, or do you have self control? Are you having an adaptable nature? You go from Bangalore to some other place for working, can you quickly adapt to that particular place? Food habits, here idli sambar or dosa every day morning, you go to some particular place, no idli sambar is available, no dosa is available, can you eat pova or can you eat some other thing which is available there? If you are able to, then you are adaptable. If you are not able to, then you are not that very adaptable. So you should be an adaptable person. People who are adaptable, they can work in any part of the world. You should become something like that. Means you have to get adjusted to new circumstances. Okay, then achieve drive. So are you a person who wants to achieve? A very, very ordinary person will sometimes become a CM. A very, very ordinary person will sometimes become PM. Can you not call him an achiever? Do you have that type of drive in you? Can you also do something great like that? And very ordinary person, can you become a leader of a particular place? So are you having that type of tendency? You have to know, you have to be aware. Then, are you a person who takes initiative? Any new project is there in your company, sir, give me, sir, I will take the lead, sir, give me, sir, I will do, sir. So that is what is needed in an employee. Any employer expects his employee to be like that. Then, social awareness, empathy. What is empathy? Knowing the position of others, understanding that, and responding to that is called empathy. For example, your father may scold you because you have not studied properly. Why is he scolding? If we simply become angry on father, is it right? No. You have to think from his perspective. You have to think from his point of view. Then you will understand why your father is telling something like that to you. Then you will unnecessarily not become angry. This is called empathy. When exam is nearing, your father will tell to study, man. Will he tell every day? When you are going for a picnic, will he tell you study, man? No. Because you are in SLC, because you are in PUC, because it is examinations are far approaching, he may tell that you have to study. Who else should tell? Will your neighbor come and tell you? No. Your father, your brother, your mother, they may tell you because they have got concern. They want their son or daughter to take a good name. If they take a good name, they will also get a good name. If you take a bad name, it will reflect on them also. Because of that, they'll be telling. Understand. This is empathy. Organizational awareness. So, in an organization, you should know everything. Is it for poor people? Organization. Is it for only ladies? Is it an NGO which is doing only service? You cannot expect money in a NGO. You have to only keep giving, doing, and doing. If you are not able to understand the organization, aware of the organization, and if you do something wrong which you're not supposed to do, then everybody will pinpoint you. So about you also you can do it. And in the organization, I cannot come late when 10 other people are coming in time. You can't tell I'm a boss. Hey, I am very far. No. When 9 other people are doing, you should also. That is called our organizational awareness. Okay. So how other people are in the same way, if you are able to project yourself, then nobody will pinpoint you. And next point is service oriented. You should be ready to serve. Give always something extra. private concerns. They expect people to give something extra. Okay, so that is what you have to do. Then, are you a person who can become a leader? Are you a person who can develop others? This is very, very important. MS Dhoni is a leader, but has he prepared one more leader? Has he brought one more leader like Rohit Sharma? Okay, is he able to shift his captaincy to one more person after his retirement? Are they ready? So that is one great quality in a person. Somebody has told who is a leader means a leader is one who can identify other people and make them into a leader. That type of person is a leader. That is what people have told. And I feel that it is correct. Only they being leader and doing good things, great things, it's not enough. That second level leaders, they have to bring them up. Then he is a real leader. Are you a person who can influence others? Yes, you should become like that. We all keep role models. I have to become like this teacher, like that teacher. We have thought we are keeping somebody as a role model. Like that, your students should keep you as a role model. You should do something like that. So then you can influence others. Okay. So you a person who is having those type of qualities? Think. Your friend should tell, hey, ನಾನು ಅವನ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಏಯ್ ನಾನು ಅವನ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಏಯ್ ನಾನು ಅವನ ತರ ಹೆಸರು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಏಯ್ ನಾನು ಅವನ ತರ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು. That is what is very much needed. Okay, are you that type of person? Understand. Then change management. A lot of changes are going to happen in life. Everything is not going to be the same. Now COVID-19 came. We are all sitting in the colleges and schools only and teaching. Were we doing this before? No. Did we know about something like this? No. Now we are immediately changing. If we are not adaptable, if we are not ready for change, then it will be a very big problem for anybody to sustain, to grow, to develop in this world. Building bonds. Bonds means like Fevi bond. You should become close to people. If you are going in a company, there are people from Maharashtra, there are people from Gujarat, there are people from Assam, there are people from Delhi. If you are not able to bond with them, if you are not able to become friendly with them, then you will not be a good team. Okay, so you have to have something called as culture sensitivity. How you have to be with them, how you have to respect them. This you will have to learn. Okay, then teamwork. You should know how to work in a team, and you have to collaborate. You should come together. A has got money, B has got idea. So money and idea, if it comes together, they can do great things. So that is a small team of 2 people, like the team of 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, 100 people. So all these companies like Tata, then Infosys, then Wipro, they all have come to this level only because of their teamwork. One individual, 2 individual cannot make a small company big. It is a group of people, like-minded people who can make that company reach great heights. Let's go further. 5 pillars of self-awareness. First one, values. Second one, learning style. Third one, emotional intelligence. Fourth one, your attitude. Fifth one, self-evaluation. So you should somewhere be able to do something of this kind. First one, what are the values that is there in you? That is going to decide. You have to know about this very, very clearly. I have told you about values, respecting women, respecting elders, then care, then sympathy, then empathy. These are all the values. Then, how is your learning style? Are you a person who is a quick learner or a slow learner? Do you always depend on others, or you yourself take initiative? Has your mother to tell study, study, father study, study, then only you will study, or you are a self motivator? So this is learning. And how your emotional intelligence is. Okay, are you able to understand the situation and control your particular emotions and act accordingly? Yes, some people I have seen, okay, somebody would have expired. Okay, they would attend that and come to their job at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and do everything as they are supposed to do in the college or in the company. They have somewhere forgotten the things which happened in the morning. If they are trying to remember that only, and if they come to the office, lot of things they cannot do properly. So they have to control that. Channel change. Okay, house, personal channel. You come to job, professional channel. So you should not bring things from home to the place you are working, and you should not carry something which happened in the work to your house. So you have to be very careful. This is called work-life balance. So how you have to balance, you have to know. This all comes in other modules. I'll keep on telling in different videos about all these things. Now, how is your attitude? Some people are positive attitude, negative attitude. Some people always relax. Some people are always serious. What type of attitude is? What is good attitude? What is positive attitude? How is it going to help you? Is negative attitude going to kill you? Negative attitude may not give you the motivation to go ahead at all. So you have to know about this. Then how you are going to evaluate yourself. Self-evaluation is very important. Self-awareness is one. Self-evaluating is one. You have to clearly know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what you can do, what you cannot do, which is very important. Okay, and all this you are not doing for somebody else. You are doing for yourself. So why do you want to hide? Know about yourself 100%. Then decide what to do, what not. Without knowing about yourself only, if you decide, I can't do this, I can't do that, I will not take this, then it is not right. Next, what are the steps for self-awareness? First, assess one's own self. Clearly make a list of what you are, what you can do, what are your habits, what are your values, what are your psychological needs. Make a list. Make use of the senses, your eyes, your ears, your skin, your all the six sense organs. You have to make use of and try to improve. Try to improve in whichever area it is possible. Try to improve. Without trying itself, don't decide you cannot. That is not right. Then getting out our feelings. This is something very important. We should all be able to come out of our feelings. We have to share our feelings with people. Then only things will get solved. If you're keeping everything inside, you may not change as a good person. So these are three steps: assessing, making your senses, and getting out your feelings. Next, there is something called as self-awareness wheel. So your sensory, as I was telling, are you a good observer? Can you describe well? Can you give very good examples? Do you collect facts and figures? You have to know. Then what is your thoughts? How are your thoughts? Do you assume things? What are the things that you believe? Then how do you interpret things? What are your expectations? Is expectations good or bad? Where it is good? How should be your expectations? Should you be a person who is over expecting? No. Then how do you evaluate yourself? What are your opinions? Okay, you have to know about your thoughts, feelings, happiness, then frustration, disappointment, sad, angry, excited. All these things somewhere you have to have a control. If you are able to have control, then things will not go heavy. Otherwise, things will go in a wrong direction and it will not go in the right direction. Then, how you observe others, how you describe others, how you understand others' examples, how you understand their facts and figures, that is also very. Then, your behavior, your statements, your activities, your accomplishments, means what are the things that you have achieved in life. All these things. How are your plans? How are your proposals? Are you able to keep promises? So all your actions will also be decided about your past, how you were, how you are in present. That is going to decide your future. Okay, so check this self-awareness wheel, which is very, very important. Okay. Now, how to improve our self-awareness? There are a lot of personality tests conducted by different companies, organizations. If you Google, you will know. You will know how your personality is by answering some of the questions in this particular tests. What you can do, what you cannot do. How you will take a decision. Are you slow? Are you fast? Do you think quickly or you will not think quickly? If two alternatives are given, which one do you opt? So at the end of the test, somewhere the test result will come and it will tell you that you are this type of person. So you have to take such tests. Next, participate in 360-degree assessment. There are some tools which will tell you throughout about everything about yourself. Not 90-degree, 180-degree, but 360-degree. Means everything about you, it will try to tell it to you. Through the test, you can know more about yourself quite clearly. Okay, 80% to 90%, it can tell what type of person you are. You have to undergo such tests. Ask for informal feedback. There are very good friends. They will tell you about. Ask about yourself to them. They will tell, hey, ನೀನ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನೀನಿನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Hey, ನೀನ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆಯಾ? Hey, ಇದು ನೀನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ probably ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ ತಗೋ. They are going to tell you, boss, because they are observing you. If he's a friend with you for last 10 years, he would have understood you very well. Okay, so please take feedback from your friends. Then reflect on regular basis. You start introspecting, thinking about yourself. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಥದೇ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್. Write a journal, means entries, credit, debit, like that. No, what you did yesterday, day for yesterday, today morning, then you yourself will know what type of person you are. This where you have to improve also, you will know very clear. Then a very good observer is a person who is a very good learner. People who observe others, they will pick nice points from them and try to observe. Goldu ಒಂದೇ, ತಗಡು ಒಂದೇ. Goldu ಒಂದೇ, ಇತ್ತಾಳೆನೂ ಒಂದೇ. If they are not good observers, then they cannot improve in life. Gold, they have to be able to observe, identify that it is far, far better than other things. So such type of people will also try to become gold, also will become successful people, also will become role models to others. Then be interviewed. Let others interview you. They will tell you what type of people you are. You yourself will know sometimes. Suddenly somebody is asking a question. How did you answer? Was that answer good? Was that answer not very good? So you will know and you can improve yourself. Okay, this is imagine the impossible and try to do it. How much you can do, you will know. Okay, this is knowing about yourself. Okay, visualize a dream. ಒಂದು ಕನಸು ಕಾಣಿ, ಅದ್ರ ತರನೇ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಿ. ಆವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ. 3 ಅಡಿ 3 ಅಡಿ 3 ಅಡಿ 3 ಅಡಿನೇ ಜಂಪ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರೋನು 5 ಅಡಿ ಜಂಪ್ ಹೊಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ಸು ಕಾಣ್ಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಅವನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೆಡಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Person who can concentrate well, he will be able to achieve great things. Be time framed. What you have to do, within how much time you have to do, then only you are great. If you take 90% in SSLC when you are 25 years, nobody will appreciate. When you are a 14-15 years boy, if you are able to achieve SSLC with 90%, then that is great. So these are some of the things that you have to do to improve yourself. Next, how self-awareness will make an individual more effective. Self-awareness ಇರೋನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೇಗಾಗ್ತಾನೆ? Effective means the results will be good. Okay, first his skills will develop. If he knows about himself, he can improve his skills, or automatically his skill would have developed. Okay, because lot of things he will know what to know about himself. No, Same thing he can do with others. Then you will know your strength, you will know your weakness. So if you are self-aware, you will know your strengths and you can work on your strengths and project that to others. And if there is weakness, how to convert that weakness into strength, that also you will have to learn. Then some things will make you too much stressful, so you will know very clearly which type of work you have to take, which type of work I should not, which type of work I can take and do without stress, which type of work if I take I'll get stressed. So that you will know when you are having self. Then you will get motivated. You can also motivate others if you are having self awareness. So this you have to, and you can become a great leader. You can achieve some very great things. Okay, so you always have to see that you should know about yourself so that you can become a better leader, better motivator, and you can take very good decisions also, intuitive decisions and right, quicker decisions without thinking much. Automatically you will get ideas what to do, what not. This is the plus point of self-awareness. Every student, every individual, everybody, they should know their capability. The self-awareness should be something which a person should know as early as possible in his life. What are the benefits? See, so many benefits are there. Ability to act consciously. So self-awareness idre conscious agi hege work ಮಾಡೋದು ಆ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಜೆನ್ಯೂನ್ಲಿ ಲವ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೀವೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೋ, ನಾನು ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತೆ ಕಣೋ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನನಗೆ ಆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬಂತು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಗೌರವ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ತರ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಇದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಏನು? ನಾವು ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಡಿನರಿ ಅಂತ ನಮಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. Okay, convert negative thought to positive. Okay, then you can bring positive behavior. ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಯು ವಿತ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕಣೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರಲ್ಲ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ ಅಂತ ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಕರೇಜಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫಿಯರ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೇನ್ರಿ? ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತೋ ಏನೋ, ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗೋದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಶೂನ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟ್ರೂ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಅ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಆನೆಸ್ಟಿ. ದೆನ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್. ಬೇರೆ ಜೊತೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಬೆರಿತೀರಾ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್. ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಗುಡ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ವೇ. You will increase emotional intelligence. Your emotional intelligence will increase, which is very, very important. Only intelligence may not help you. If you are having very good emotional intelligence, understand your employees, understand your boss, understand your customers, understand your teacher, understand your parents, then you will become a successful individual, which is very, very important. Being authentically happy, you should be able to be happy from your heart. Understand others better. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರೋ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ವೆರಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್, ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟೂ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ, ಜೋ and Harry. They together came and they have given this particular window called as Johari's window. Okay, way back in 1955 itself, they designed this, which is going to be very helpful for you. to understand yourself, know properly all you can do, what you cannot. Now there are four shutters in this window. Okay. For example, the very first one, know self. Understand this properly. Things we know about ourselves and others know about us. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 4 ತರದ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋ, ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋ. I know that I can dance, others also know that I can dance. I know that I can teach, others also know about that I can teach. So this is called something which I also know and others also. Next, blind self. Things others know about us that we do not. Some things no, I do not know. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗದು ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಕೆಲವು ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನಗೆ, ನನ್ನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತನೇ ಹೇಳ್ದ, ನೀನ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್. ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ನೋ. ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೋ. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. I did not know, but he told me you can become a good trainer. So I think so. He is right. Is he right? You have to tell me now. Okay. So this is called blind self. Next one is hidden self. Hidden self means I know I can teach economics, but I have not told anybody to this. Outside people do not know. Only I know. I teach English. Now, if I tell economics also, I know, maybe the principal may tell me to take economics also. So, to avoid that, I will hide this. There are some people like this. They have got so many other talents in them. Because of one or the other reason, they have not told it to others. They have not exhibited to others. They have not opened up to others. That is called hidden self. Last one is unknown self. I also don't know. Others also don't know. Okay. So a person who does not swim in his whole life, okay, others also don't know that he can swim. He also does not know he can swim. But one fine day, when somebody throws him in water, and if he is able to swim and come to the place where he has to come, then others will also know that he can swim. He also will come to know that he can swim. This is called unknown self. Until that day, he also did not know, others also did not know. So, check this very, very important thing. Everybody, unknown self, if it is more, it is bad. Known self should be always more. You also should know more about yourself. Others also should know your capabilities. If that is the case, you will become successful. If that is not happening, then it is not good. Your blind self, hidden self, unknown self should be small. Your known self should be big. See, this arena, transparency, that is what should be big. You should know everything about yourself, and the people around you should also know more and more about you. If that is the condition, you will become successful, you will become a great person, you can achieve great things. So through this Johari's window today, about yourself, self-awareness, more known things to yourself, more known things to the world, if it is there, you are going to be successful. And if what you know about yourself is also big, and what others also don't know about you, that is also big, then you cannot achieve things. You will not be able to become successful, because you don't know about yourself only, man, and others also do not know about you. Then how can you become successful? So this is very, very important, my dear students. Please go through this video once or twice. Maybe you will be able to understand about you better. Please sincerely know about yourself. Don't watch this video just from the examination point of view. Your biggest examination is to become successful in life. Somewhere this video is going to surely help you. It will open your eyes to know more about yourself, know more about you, and you are surely going to be successful. Thank you, my dear students. I want the youth of India, the youth of Karnataka to achieve greater things because we need great leaders. We need great individuals. Every company should become successful. Every company should be bubbling with enthusiasm when people like you who are having a lot of self-awareness are working in the companies. Work in this direction. Please give me a feedback. This is my email ID, dr.balajibr@gmail.com. I will come out with more modules on personality development and I will upload it on YouTube. I will upload it on Gyananidhi. I want hundreds and thousands of students to be benefited by my video. I have learned this from some of my friends, some of my trainers, some of my teachers. I want to pass on this information to the next generation. Okay, this is one Alilu Seve that I am doing. Alilu means squirrel, like a squirrel. I am trying to share with you few things through this video. Hope you will like it. If you like it, please share it. Let more people get the benefit of it. Thank you, my dear friends.